Skills demo number 4, and it is focused on cognitive behavioral therapy. So for this session, my client is David, who's 32 years old, and he has major depressive disorder. He frequently experiences feelings of hopelessness and self-doubt. After making a mistake at work, he reflects, if I can't do my job perfectly, then I'm a total failure. So obviously my client isn't in the room, but we're going to pretend that this camera is David. So I'll be talking to the camera as if the camera is the client. So hi David, what brings you in here today to counseling? Then David would share, I'm just not doing well. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm feeling really low. I don't like going to work. I feel that I keep making mistakes, and if I can't do my job perfectly, then I'm a total failure. This has led me to spiral into a cycle of negative thoughts, and it's making it really challenging to have any motivation or confidence. And I would start to share, that makes a lot of sense, David, and it sounds like you really want to do a good job and succeed in what you do, and that's healthy. However, I'm sensing that statement that you keep saying, that if I can't do my job perfectly, then I'm a complete failure. So I want to ask you, have you ever heard of thinking errors? No, what's that? So thinking errors basically are a way in which our minds deceive us into negative and unhealthy thinking patterns. So, a few examples I want to read, and then I want to ask if one of them resonates with you, okay? I'll just read 2. So one is called negative labeling, and what that is having a negative belief about yourself and thinking it applies to every single thing that you do. An example would be, I'm a loser, and so my artwork stinks, or I'm so stupid, everything I say is dumb. So that's one. The second one, and I think this definitely resonates with you, is setting the bar too high, thinking that you must be perfect in everything you do, otherwise you're no good at all. Another example is, if I don't get an A on every single test, then I'm not smart. Or, it sounds like what you are saying in your case is, if I can't do my job perfectly, then I'm a total failure. So does that resonate? Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. I think that is me. Okay, yeah, good self-awareness. So I'm not just going to leave you with that. What do we do with this to help you create healthy patterns? I'm going to show you this, and it's called the cognitive triangle, okay? So this is something we can apply to our lives every single day, and it's super helpful. But basically what it is you see the situation, right? It starts with situation, and it's anything that happens in your life which triggers this cognitive triangle. So in your case, the situation is making a mistake at work, correct? And that is something that everybody does. It's common and it's normal. But for you, it's triggering this triangle. So the situation of a mistake at work is directly impacting your thoughts, which you've said, which is, I'm a failure. If I can't do my job perfectly, then I'm a failure. So the mistake at work leads you to believe you're a failure, and then this thought directly impacts your emotions, which includes feelings of hopelessness, self-doubt, depression, anxiety, just feeling a sense of low, like being low. And then how does that emotion impact your behavior? Your behavior now looks like no ability to really have emotion or motivation or confidence in your abilities, and it's making you not want to go to work because you're afraid of making a mistake, right? So there's hope. It's not just this that you're stuck in the cycle. We actually can break this cycle by reframing. And so what reframing would be is, it's the same situation, okay, making a mistake at work, but how can we reframe this thought process to where it's no longer, I'm a failure? Maybe, actually, I'll let you think. What do you think reframing this thought process would be? Maybe it would be, although I made a mistake, I learned from it. Yeah, David, that's great. That's a great thought. So now, same situation, but now instead of I'm a failure, yes, I made a mistake, so you're acknowledging what happened, but you learned from the mistake. You're better for it. How does that impact your emotions? What are you feeling right now? I'm feeling hopeful and excited to go to work. That's awesome. That's so great. Yeah. So now you're feeling hopeful and you're feeling eager and excited to go to work. And then that emotion impacts your behavior, which you kind of touched on it. You're eager to go to work, so you have motivation. You're showing up to do your job well, and overall, you've reframed this thought process. So it's not perfect. Um, it's something that obviously you have to work on constantly. It's hard, but it helps, right? And now you know that you're human, you make mistakes, and it's okay, and you can go to work feeling better. So that is the cognitive triangle and thinking errors. Thank you so much, David.